Hi, everybody. I'm really excited about today's live. All right, let's see. We're going to do both. We're going to do both. Let's see if we can do that. Okay. Live. Wait. There we go. Wait for it. Oh, I don't like it's too high. Something needs to change. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited about today's live. We're going to move things around. Maybe that, yeah, that works. Okay. Hello, hello. Oh no, Jackie, you broke your leg. Oh my gosh, sending contributions. Were you skiing? Oh man. So I think I said this, I actually said this morning. The equivalent of a broken heart, right, is like getting a broken heart is the equivalent of breaking your leg. So that's freaking painful. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon. Hello, Ola. I love how the titles of your lives coincide with what's going on with me. Well, apparently I'm psychic, you know. So I think I'm really excited about today's live, you guys, because I think this is really going to hopefully give you some ahas, give you some awarenesses, give you some tools. So yes, would love to change my environment. Oh, I'm so sorry that you, anyway, how'd you do it? What can we contribute to you? Oh man, it's no fun when you break something. Broken heart, broken leg, broken business, broken whatever. So hopefully today's changing your environment. And before we get started, if you guys want to share this on your wall, share it in a group, let people know, hey, come to the party, because we're gonna be talking. Hello from Greece. Yay. I have been dreaming about Greece. Like my body is like, get me to Greece. Give me the tropicals. So I can't wait to come to Greece. Maybe I should do a class in Greece. You have people? Do you want to create a class with me? All right, so let's do this, my friends. Let's dive into the topic of changing your environment. And so, hello, sweet Jane. Welcome, welcome. So here's the energy of changing your environment, which is, check this out. I'm like a million miles an hour, million words all in my universe. So when we want to change something, right? So let's say we're struggling with our finances. Let's say maybe we don't like our job. Let's say your relationship is on the rocks. Let's say you're single and you're tired of being single. Like whatever your story is, right? Let's say you break your leg, or let's say your body's in chronic pain and you can't freaking get out of it. So this concept of changing your environment is so often when something's broken, or we think we need to fix it, or we think we need to change it, or we think we need to transform it, the very first thing that we do in order to create the change, at least that 99.9% of people on the planet do, is we do this. And I can't do it on both, so I'm going to do it on Facebook, is we literally like double stare down the problem, right? And I don't know about you, but how does it feel when someone or something is causing you pain or causing you suffering, or you've created the suffering with your dynamic with them, and this is what they do, and they stare you down, right? They stare you down. Like, I don't know about you, but what is the first thing that you want to do, right? There's two things. You either want to fight, which is get in their face, or you want to flight, which is flee in the other direction. Okay, and neither of those two create a greater possibility, right? At least in that dynamic. Hello, sweet Misha, welcome, welcome. And so my friends, changing your environment is if you're cranky, if you're in pain, if something is frustrating you, if your life is not showing up the way you've decided, you change your environment. Now, I'm not talking about necessarily moving houses. I'm not talking about, I'll give you an example. I'm talking about just changing your location, switching it up. Let's say you normally take a certain way to work, take a different way, right? Let's say you normally stay at home at night, take yourself out to dinner. take yourself to a movie, right? Stop doing the normal things that you do and literally change your environment. And so I'm going to give you an example. Yesterday was a cranky day for me. It's totally like cranky, cranky, cranky. And here's what happens when I get cranky is when I get cranky, it usually means that I am changing something and that my life is getting greater, but I'm not always willing to acknowledge that my life is getting greater. Okay, so I won't always allow myself to receive the energy, to be an allowance of the change, and actually to acknowledge that the change is already happening. And I don't know about you, but could you imagine being in a relationship for 12 months, 18 months, 26 months, whatever it is, 10 years, 20 years, and every day you do something nice for your partner, okay? And for that amount of time that you're together, they never acknowledge you. Do you think you would get cranky? Right? I personally would definitely get cranky and probably run, right? My fight or flight response would be like, we're out of here. And so when your body and you and your consciousness is changing with and for you, don't you think it would create more if you acknowledged just even your contribution in the mix? You don't need to acknowledge exactly what it is. You don't even need to know what it is. But what if you started to acknowledge it? And so when you acknowledge your role in changing, transforming, creating greater, allowing your dreams to come through, getting rid of, toxic whatever, toxic thoughts, toxic people, toxic energies. Maybe your house is full of clutter. Maybe you haven't taken care of your bills in a long time. Like when we address those things, right? Well, let's just slap them. Hello, sweet Wendy. So when we address those things, then right, it's like a breath of fresh air. So let me give you an example. Yesterday, totally cranky, changing something in my universe, and it started to change when I acknowledged it. I still showed up to facilitate all the classes and calls that I facilitate. I still showed up for clients, and then I got a call from a really good friend of mine, and I was going to stay home. I had a meeting and a client. Okay, I was going to stay home, and I never do this, you guys. I never do this. And my friend called. He's like, I had the best day I've had in such a long time. Do you have plans? And can I please take you out to dinner? And I was like, oh my gosh, if I stay home in my crank, in my normal routine, what is that going to create? And so normally I never do this, but I changed my meeting, right? I changed my plans, and I went out to dinner with my friend, and we laughed. And we like cried laughing, actually. We were just like, and everybody that was around us started to laugh and have conversations with us because we were having so much fun. And I got home, I gave him the biggest hug when I left. I got home and I was like, thank you. I needed that. And so oftentimes when we're in pain, when we're cranky, when we're in financial distress, when we've just applied for bankruptcy and, crap, we don't have money for bills and we're freaking out and everything's like heavy, change your environment. Go for a walk, go for a drive, go swim, go do something you've never done before. Take yourself to a hotel and just walk in the lobby and get yourself a cup of tea. Right? And the reason why I'm saying this is when you change your environment, you change of what you can see. You change what you can see. And when you change what you can see, you open doors to new possibilities. You become aware of different energies. Okay? And so this is about when you're trying to change something that isn't changing, and you keep trying to change it and it's not changing, and you keep doing the same thing over and 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 over again to try and change it, and it's still not changing, chances are you're gonna get frustrated. And does that frustration create more, or does that frustration contribute to possibly creating stagnation, creating stuckness, creating all kinds of stuff? Yeah. Hello, Sheena, right? Diana says, good idea. And so my friends, this is my invitation to invite you to ask yourself a question, which is, what can you choose or do or be to change your environment? What can you choose or be to change your environment? And what would be nurturing? What would be fun? What would be totally different? Like jump out of a plane with a parachute, of course. Okay, like go skydiving, go to a movie that you would never go to, maybe crawl up under, make a fire or have a fireplace and crawl up under the covers and snuggle if that's not something that you normally do, right? And so every time that, call a friend, right? Invite a friend to lunch or tea or dinner, whatever it is. Hello. So this is what I want to say is when we change our environment, we literally change the way we see possibilities. And my friends, if you are tired of the same old, and you want new, and you're tired of the monkey mind, or you're tired of the head tripping, or you're tired that things aren't changing as fast as you would like to change them, change your environment. It's really simple. Wendy says, wow, yes. So is this hopefully a contribution to you, right? And I was thinking about this in terms of, we've got the Ditch the Judgments Challenge starting on Monday. You guys are welcome to come join us. The Ditch the Judgments Challenge, for 20 years, I was doing diets, right? I was doing diets and exercise and diets and exercise and diets and exercise and diets and exercise, right? And it was a yo-yo roller coaster of feel good, not feel good, feel good, not feel good, feel good, not feel good, right? And I don't like how this lighting keeps doing that. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of a stickler for lighting, but I think it's because backing up the train. Okay, cool. That might help. So I had this roller coaster of energy of diets on and off, on and off, on and off. And it was exhausting. It was emotionally exhausting. It was physically exhausting. It was totally draining. And so when I came up with the concept of the no judgment diet, and the no judgment diet's target is 10 million people to stop judging their bodies, right? Because I was like the queen of judgment. Like really, truly, I thought that the only way to change something was to judge it. Okay. And so when I discovered my own personal exploration of something that now is called the no judgment diet, I was like, oh my gosh, what if I went on a no judgment diet for an entire year? And so what that meant is I wasn't allowed to judge me or my body for an entire year. I wasn't allowed to judge my food choices. I wasn't allowed to judge my jeans. I wasn't allowed to judge what my butt looked like in my skinny jeans. I wasn't allowed to judge anything, okay, for an entire year. And you want to know what happened in that entire year? In that entire year, what happened was I lost, I think, like 20 pounds. I stopped using scales, but my size changed drastically. I no longer felt thick, right? Right? Thank you. Aw, thank you, sweetness. I appreciate it. Well, so are you. We all are amazing. And this is the idea of changing your environment. Stop trying to do the thing that you keep doing. And so the Ditch the Judgments is this challenge. But what I did is for an entire year, I wasn't allowed to judge me. And so not only did I lose weight, I built a multiple six-figure business. I got happier. I started living, and I had no idea that I was living in judgment hell. And I had no idea that all these judgments and of this obsession to focus on my body was actually destroying my life. So it doesn't matter if you're 400 pounds, 300 pounds. It doesn't matter if you're 75 pounds. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully you're at least 100 pounds, but I've been 96 and I almost died. And so it doesn't matter what your size is. It's the judgments that you're holding inside that are actually limiting the life you can create. And so the Ditch the Judgments Challenge starts on Monday. You guys are all challenged and invited to join. It's an amazing challenge, but part of that, and why I'm saying that, is because the no judgment diet was a change in my environment. I stopped focusing on how do I change my body, and I started to play with what would happen if I did something totally different, which isn't a diet, but literally, even though it's called a diet, it was a way of choosing to not indulge in judgments, to not indulge in wrongness, to not indulge in like, oh my God, is that is that pint of ice cream gonna make my butt look big? And what's so crazy, and those of you that know my story, is I actually ate ice cream up to a pint a day for 30 days, and I lost 10 pounds in 30 days. Now, that's not supposed to happen. I've also, on the opposite side of the spectrum, have eaten spinach and peas and carrots and counted my calories and done really insane workout regimens and have gained 10 pounds and not a muscle, right? Like to the point where my larger clothes would barely fit and were tight, and it depressed the crap out of me. Hi, sweet Chantal. Madness is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Exactly. So if you want some change your environment. If you want to change your finances, stop focusing on your finances and start playing in, I don't know, in your relationships. Start going skiing do something that your body's like, yes, we've never done that. Take a painting class, go to a cooking class, right? My friend who took me out last night is an amazing 4-star Michelin chef, right? I think it's 4 stars. And he's offered so many times to teach me how to cook. And I was like, okay, if I actually choose to allow him to teach me, will that create a greater future? So my friends, you never know. Stop coming to conclusion that you know what's wrong with you. Stop coming to conclusion that you have a problem. Stop coming to conclusion that you are a problem to be solved, and start to see what is one way today that you can change your environment right away. Right? Maybe you want to rearrange your furniture in your house. Unless it's bad furniture, then don't rearrange it. Just get rid of it. Okay, awesome. So the link to ditch the judgments on your website takes me to NJD every day sign up. Not sure what's happening. That is weird, Heather. So I will give you the link right here, which is called Ditch the Judgments. And it's JUDGMENTS, ditchthejudgments.com. That should do it. So try that link, Heather. That is quite weird. We are in the middle of, speaking of changing environments, we're in the middle of taking our entire system that we built our business on and switching platforms, which is kind of insane because I've switched platforms, I think 3 or 4 times. And you know what? It was like, it's like to switch platforms. So we're switching platforms. So try ditchthejudgments.com. And I'm wondering, that's so cool. So the Ditch the Judgments link on your website, is it the katherinemcintosh.com website that you're on? I'm curious because I would love to fix it. And maybe love my team. We can get my team, the amazing team. They're not my team. They're just an amazing group of beings that have decided to play in this adventure called No Judgment. Yeah, so the challenge starts Monday. Hopefully, Heather, you got it. And my friends, this is your invitation. This is your challenge. This is your invite. So let's see. Thanks, we'll check it out. So, and Heather, if you could let us know what website and maybe take a screenshot so we can fix it for others, that would be amazing. Change and simplicity, I love it. Somehow with me, unless it's drastic, it doesn't register as change, not a bulldozer. Well, so I wonder, Ola, how you can start asking for soft things to come to you. What would it be like if you allowed it to be soft? I do not know how to click the link to take me there. It normally just says to report. So I just clicked the link, right? So if you click the link that's above Chantal, that comment, and it's www.ditchthejudgments.com, you can certainly join. So my friends, as always, it has been such an amazing pleasure. Okay, cool. Thank you. We will check that out, Heather. I don't know what that is. Analytical systems. I'm definitely not an analytical system. So I'll put my actual website in there and then you guys can check it out. But don't check it out if the link's not working. Oh, dear Lord. Aren't we cute? We're cute sometimes. All us humanoids are super cute. All right, my friend. So you are magic walking. Thank you for being here. I adore you so much. And we will see you tomorrow. I'm going to go live, but it's going to be later in the day. I have an important meeting I have to take care of. So I'll let you know how it goes. And we'll see you on the other side. Yay, soft things. Right. Ola, you don't have to do it hard anymore. As Mr. Gary Douglas says. You know what he says. I'm not going to say it here, but you guys know what he says. So, my friends, make your life easy, and I wonder what you can create. So, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. You guys are amazing. And if this inspired you, please share it with somebody that you think this conversation would benefit.